Ah! I have no idea how I'm gonna start this video. But here we go. Oh no, my thermostat's out of batteries. Your kind's not wanted around here. Now get on, get. Oh, hey, didn't see you guys there. Hey, come on in. I'll show you around. Oh, it's you again. Okay, come on in. I'll show you around. Oh, it's you again. Hey, no, come on in. I'll show you around. I don't actually have a cameraman, so give me a second. Welcome back to the channel. So, today I wanted to show you guys the hunting blind my dad and I made. So, this is our deer blind that we've made over the last few years. I just wanted to show you guys around the blind, and we guys get started on hunting season for the year. So, but really, I wanted to show you guys where we'll be hunting out of come this fall. So the blind started off actually as just a platform with a railing around it. We built that 2 years ago. We built that just a platform. You were sitting out in the open on all sides, and really, like, it worked great for what we needed, what we wanted. But we decided last year to put a roof and the walls on it. I think both Dad and I agree. Oh, it's dark in here. It was debatable whether that was the right way to do it, because we just took what we had already built and added on to it. Obviously in-house lighting. So as you can see, basically from here down is the original blind. Last year we put on the walls and the roof and sheathed the whole thing. These windows though are new from this year. Smart LEDs. See, okay Google. Yeah, okay Google. So heater as well. But the first year we really just had these window sheathing over a lot of everything. So magnet to hold it up, but wide open, other than the spider webs up in the corner. So that was last year. All the windows were open, but we had shades, covers, I don't know what they're called, on everything. This year we added in these windows. So it's kind of gone through a couple stages already of being just a platform to being sided in to then now where we're at. Side windows still just have the storm shutters, whatever we're gonna call it. Dad, comment down below what they're called. To these deer view windows. I don't know if you guys can really see that. We're not sponsored by them in any way. We bought these windows, but they're super reasonable in price. Both these windows, which are a custom size, because we don't have the forethought to actually think this through before we build anything, were less than $100. I'm pretty sure. From the company. So far, they're great. These are actually have a little tint to them. Hopefully the idea is to prevent animals from seeing it. But this year, with the windows in place, this little heater makes a little more sense. Okay, last year, we just run an extension cord out here, and usually the heater's sitting out here in the middle between where Dad and I sit. That's actually my side of the blind. This is Dad's side of the blind. So this year, we added the windows. We gotta still figure out how we're gonna hold them up. Right now, they came with just these little twister latch things, but we're debating about how to hold them up and how to raise them up quietly and stealthily, maybe is the best way to put it. We want to mainly keep them shut if we can, so that we can turn the heat on. It's a little more comfortable out here when you take your deer blind nap. You know, you're not waking up with a layer of snow on you when the wind's coming out of the south. It's kind of blowing right in your face. Makes it a lot colder. The idea is to sit out here as much as possible. big enough for a couple chairs. You could honestly probably fit another person in here. It would kind of be that chair in the corner of the hotel room a little bit. You might just have to watch. But the door is another contention point right now. As you can see, doesn't really fit up right. Now, is that the wall? Is that the door? I don't know if Dad and I even know that anymore. We want to rebuild the door. So if you have any advice on that, I honestly want it to swing out instead of in, personally, because it just makes it very awkward to get in and out of the blind with it swinging in. I feel like if it swung out, yes, it might be a little weirder on the stairs. I think ultimately it would be better than swinging in. Now we're outside the stairwell with rails on both sides. Got your classic fence gate lock. So here's the back side of the blind. This is facing north, is that way. South is that way. So from the outside, got our front, roof slants towards the back to keep water off of it. And then this is just our basic platform. We got these brackets to build this off. I believe it was Amazon. I'll put a link down below. LP siding painted with clearance paint from the old Lowe's. So that's our deer blind. Please let us know down below, what can we do to make it better? Is there anything you guys have experienced in your old deer blind builds that you think might help? We'd appreciate it very much. With that said, the real reason we need to get ready for deer season is this right here. This is right in front of the blind. And as you can see, this hill is in need a lot of TLC. So we need to start clearing out our sight lines. We need to start prepping the side of this hill for the fall. We don't want to be down here in the fall right before the deer season. We're here in Michigan. So November 15th is the start of rifle. Archery starts in October. I don't know if I'm doing archery yet or this year. I do have a bow again, but I haven't shot much in like the last 3 years. So we'll talk about that later. But what we need to really start looking at is clearing out this hill. And we have a plan for that, but I need to start getting into here, do a little work to at least gain some access so that when we get a brush hog in here, we actually don't spend most of our time just trying to push into the woods. So with that said, deer blind, but now we gotta start working on this. So I'm gonna get you guys set up on a tripod. I'm gonna get to some work, and we're gonna start on this adventure of prepping for the 2026 whitetail season here in Southwest Michigan. Before we get started though, I just wanna say thank you everybody for being here on the channel. We finally made it to over 1,000 subscribers, and that's thanks to you guys watching. Obviously, I've worked hard, but without you guys actually watching, making comments down below, liking the videos, that kind of thing, I wouldn't be able to do this, or it wouldn't be worth my time to do this without you guys. So I want to know what you guys want to see on the channel. Motorcycles are coming back. Don't worry. I have videos in progress already, so stay tuned for that. We're gonna keep doing the hunting videos. The side-by-side's coming back. Don't worry. It's all coming. So thank you. Like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Let me know what you guys want to see. First try, baby. Stay alive, baby. Nope. Oh, choke was on. That's why I died. Safety third, everybody. The old Stihl chop saw. Let me tell you though, this thing fucking works. I mean, works. I need to go grab a chainsaw. Give me a sec. This is how quick this stuff will grow back. I had that whole trail cut 2 years ago. Don't judge me too much, guys. But this Craftsman little chainsaw, it puts in some work. So let me know what you guys are using out there in the world of electric chainsaws. But this thing does put in work. Dad did just get a new Stihl one, so of course that's going to be a little better. But for me, this thing sure doesn't disappoint. Sure doesn't disappoint. Just so you guys know, I didn't warm this thing up before I started it the first time. That's just a Stihl. Ooh-wee! This looks like almost grapevine back here to me. There used to be grapes right over here. There's so many vines and stuff on this hill. Obviously a bunch of volunteer trees, but I think that's wild grape now. And that stuff is hard to get rid of. As you can see, this was a trail 2 years ago. This is what happens here in the Midwest when you don't maintain it. I have a different trail over here, but then we're planning to put one over here for the side-by-side. I know I'm here, there, everywhere. Show off the power of the Craftsman. Ah! Told you, there's a bunch of shit on the ground. They're stopping that for a second. Oh God, so far away. Let go! Oh God. Okay. That got wild. It's like wild and crazy kids up in here. Lord above. Holy moly. All right, that's a sign. So, whew. Sorry guys. Sorry, I'm moving you. We're in mobile mode. Falling over back here. There's so much stuff on the ground. Like as you can see, guys. There's just deadfall everywhere. We knocked down quite a bit. I think I'm calling that a video for today. Just wanted to show you guys, show you guys the deer blind, show off that we gotta start working on this hill, get our sight lines cleaned up. You know, it'd probably be smarter to wait another month, which I'll probably still be working on this in another month. We plan to brush hog as much of this fall as we can. That's the plan at least. But as you can see, that might be difficult. So, and I'm only maybe a third of the way to the bottom right now. So with all that, guys, thank you for being here. Like, comment, subscribe down below, especially if you're still watching the video now. Let me know what you guys want to see. Don't worry, motorcycling content is in the works. It's coming back. I've been riding my motorcycle more than I've been driving my car this last month. So here in Michigan, the weather's been back and forth. It's been rainy on weekends, been nice and sunny and hot during the week, so I haven't had a lot of time to get out here for you guys. But a lot hasn't happened either. We've been working on the house, so trying to get back to that for you guys. Don't worry, we got some fishing content, some moto fishing content coming. We got more hunting coming, more updates and improvements to the property. So stick around. I am old man. I'm kind of tired, but you guys have a great day. We'll see you next time.